Oh my goodness. All right, home skillets, here we go again. Another Universal opening today. We are doing Terra Luna, and I already hear craziness inside. So this should be fun. Oh, funny. All right, let's see if we can get checked in. I think I hear the same astronaut group inside. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a party. Oh my goodness. It's kind of goofy if you ask me. Holy moly. Oh yeah, the astronauts are back. Holy cow, it's another party. Look at these guys. Oh my God. A little bit different. You can already see such a huge difference in the layout and design. I mean, there's a truckload of people here right now. But what a difference. The party's a little bit different. The colors are different. It's pretty cool. I think I'll tell you. It's all pretty crazy. It's a fun crazy. So we're in line to check in, which is pretty long, I'm guessing. All right, so we got a corner room, which is what I wanted because supposedly they're different than the normal rooms. So I want to check it out. We're on the 8th floor. Ooh, it is very Terra here. Whoa, a little bit of greens, which is nice. All right, we're all the way down to the end. Let's see what happens. These are very trippy hallways, long and trippy. So I went the wrong way before. I'm the other direction. There's the elevators that we got off on. Holy moly. All right, here we go. The light at the end of the tunnel. Oh my goodness. It's a hike, but this is what I wanted. I asked for a corner room because they're different than the main rooms. So here we go. All right, finally in the right location maybe? No, I'm not. Holy cow. This is it. Not really the corner room. All right, we have arrived and we got room by request. I requested a corner room. So we are in room 8105, which if you notice, is kind of cool. It has this little curved wall. It's got a couple of queen beds. It's got this beautiful planet on the wall. And we got this crazy view, which is awesome. So let's go over what we got here. All right, I requested a corner room and we got a corner room. We are on the 8th floor in room 8105. This, you'll notice, is very cool. If you look back at our Terra Luna videos, the rest of the rooms are kind of normal here. They look like the Stella Nova rooms, but this is a corner room, which is kind of cool. So this is actually at the corner of the building. It has like a curved wall, has this big window, which kind of looks out, which is a very cool view. We got some roller coasters over there at, looks like SeaWorld, probably. Yeah, and it's cool. So you don't have a couch, but you have this chair, which is fine. I'm not using it, so for me, that'll work. I'll use that table and I'll work on stuff. So let's take a look at the room. Everything else is kind of the same. You know, you got your AC, which I instantly cranked down to 65 so we can test if it is nice and cool. There I am. Whoop, whoop. So bathroom is basically the exact same as it is in Stella Nova. Shower, you have probably, Cosmic Ember shampoo and conditioner and a soap. And if it smells like Stella Nova, ugh, that stuff stinks. Standard toilet. Of course, you do have a hair dryer, a very cool sink. And yeah, and you have this, if you need privacy, you can open or close this. Let's take a look over here. My bag's by the door, a nice big closet, and a nice gigantic safe, just like we had last night at Aventura. Tons of storage space here. Moving on, we have the light on the wall, which you turn on and off by this little switch. I know when Stella Nova opened, there were a ton of vloggers and people that couldn't figure out, I don't know why, how to turn a light on. All right, we have a standard Cuisinart coffee maker. Doesn't come with the Yeti. That's mine. You have your Magic Chef right here, which is not stocked, but it is cool. And you have 4 shelves, which is fine. That works. Standard telephone. We have a little pop-up here, which has USB, USB-C, and 2 American outlets, which is cool. Yeah. And moving over here to the bed, we also have lighting, which you can turn on above the bed. We have a planet on the wall, which is actually beautiful. It's really kind of hard to tell in this photo, but this is really incredible. We have the nightstand, which has a little drawer here, which a lot of people didn't even realize at Stella Nova there was a drawer because it looks like it's... And also another weird feature is the charger on top of the clock, but that's a ripoff, in my opinion, of Galactic Star Cruiser, the Halcyon logo. Very odd. Coincidence? I don't know. Now, this light on the wall right here turns on that. And this light turns on light. So unlike Aventura, this room is well lit. And I mean, like, there's actually lights in here that function. Stella Nova, I didn't really have a problem with the lighting there. Aventura, I had a problem with the lighting because of my eyes. But so far, I mean, this room is awesome. I got a couple outlets if you wanted to charge stuff off to the side. Oh, I didn't even talk about, we have outlets too. Not only a wireless charging, but we also have an on-off switch which controls these lights for the mural above the bed. And then you have USB-C, USB, and 2 normal outlets. So yeah, I like it. And again, it's all brand new. Of course, the television. The television is controlled by a normal remote control, unlike Aventura on that stupid iPad. Yeah, all right, let's go check out some more. I'm gonna unpack first because I cannot stand living out of a suitcase. All right, let's go. All right, we're at the Moonrise Bar where everything's named after planets and moons. This is very nice. What's cool about this pool is it's a big circle, which represents a planet, and the hot tub represents a moon. I'll show you guys that in a minute. I'm waiting for some cauliflower from the restaurant. Yeah, and we're looking at some moonrise libations. Huh. I'm not sure if any of these are my cup of tea. They seem kind of sweet. A lot of punch, a lot of juice, a lot of lemons and pineapples. So, all right. So there's this pool that they say represents a planet, and the hot tub they say represents the moon, or a moon, not our moon, but just a moon. And so there is not as much seating, I don't think. Maybe there is, but it looks smaller as far as seating goes out here from Stella Nova. Not that we're comparing, but this area is definitely beautiful, just as it was at Stella Nova. I really like the bar vibe here and how the massive amounts of shade over here, which is good. And a lot of trees and palms, which is different than over at Stella Nova, which I can't get enough of shade when you're sitting around the pool. They can also bring drinks and food right to your seat, which is awesome. So next to Moonrise Bar is Moonrise Grill over there. And I'm trying the shrimp tempura. I had one already. Very good. I highly recommend. For the Passover discount, $8.50. That's a lot of cauliflower. All right, I'll let you know how it goes. All right, so it is really good stuff. I couldn't finish it all, but it is good. They need a sauce, though, with it. I don't know if it's supposed to come with a sauce. Mine didn't, but it'd be really good with maybe a little bit of something. I don't know, like a ginger sauce or something like that, but it was very good. And we had our first few swimmers ever in the pool over there. Some of them look like kids, others look like vloggers, maybe a mixture of both. But it's turning out to be a beautiful day, very warm in the sun, nice in the shade. All right. All right, the pool is definitely picking up. More people, more vloggers. The camera's bad news for that, sunblock stuff. But whatever, we're good. It's such a nice day considering Stella Nova's opening. It was like 38 degrees with a 30-mile-an-hour wind and raining like heck. So it kind of ruined the whole pool vibe or the whole outdoor area to vlog from. But this is actually really nice. All right, need some more photos though. So I'm gonna take some photos and then we'll go inside and check some more stuff out. Okay, so I called them up because the AC is not working in my room and the lights keep going off. Like if you sit still for, I'm not kidding you, less than a minute, they were just going on and off. So the guy comes up, he's like, you want me to make the lights manual? I was like, yeah, you can do that. He's like, yeah, I'll program it. He gets on his ladder, pulls the thing from the ceiling, and he cuts the wire. That's how they made it. I was like, did you just cut that wire to make that work? He's like, yeah. I was like, we'll fix it later. He's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. So I thought that was pretty funny. Heading out to the pool, see what's cooking out here. It's basically turned into a party out here. It's like a rave. Oh my gosh, I gotta get my key to get in. I hate this part of it. I literally hate having to use my key to get in and out of the pool because it's a pain in the rear end. I'm not sure why we do that, but we do. So, it looks like there's more than vloggers here, which is kind of good. All right. I think I might go swimming, test out the waters. But first, let's go to the bar. All right, so initial impressions, I like this hotel better than Stella Nova. I think the colors are better. The pool area seems a little bit better. Well, actually a lot bit better. Sure, I didn't spend a lot of time at the Stella Nova pool, but just by looks, I mean, there's chairs all the way around this. They don't go on for miles. At Stella Nova, the chairs go on for miles. Here, it just kind of doesn't do that. So let me show you a little bit. So the pool is much nicer. The colors inside are much, in my opinion, more earth tones, nicer to me. I really am digging the colors. Again, a little weird design choice is the very small seating area that is around the food court area. The bar outside here is great, just like they all are. It's just tons of space, and you just have the ability to get in the shade and kind of relax. Also, what's cool over there, which will be nice at night, is they have lighting features over there, kind of like, almost like Edison lights or summer lights outside that are strung across over on the backside near the building over there. So that might be a cool area. And they're going to have, of course, if the weather's good, they're going to do some movies here tonight. But overall, I really like it. It is difficult right now to get a room here. I just looked at room prices for, or tried to look at room prices for the opening Epic Universe, and it's sold out. You can't even, I mean, really, it's every date I check, you can get Stella Nova, but you can't get Terra Luna. And the price is a little bit more for Terra Luna because it is actually selling better than Stella Nova for whatever reason. Maybe it's the earth tones, maybe it's the way they advertise, I don't know. But, I mean, so far I like it. And we'll know because we're gonna do a morning after report tomorrow and let you know how tonight goes. I'm gonna say this though, most of the vloggers, I don't know where they went. They came, I think they videoed, and then they left. They did say there's far less people here for this opening versus Stella Nova, because Stella Nova was the first Epic Universe style resort. So there was a lot more hype, I think, for that. Where this, not so much. A little bit quieter, but we'll see what happens tonight, because that's when the stuff hits the fan, really. That's what happened last time at Stella Nova. We'll see if it happens here. All right. So here's another pro tip. Ice in Florida at the pool melts fast. You know what you do to save your ice and keep your drink cool? Ask the bartender to give you another cup. This is from years of experience in the bar industry. Just another pro tip when you're out here by the pool in the warm Florida sun. Always ask for an extra cup. They'll give them to you, and they will know you're from the industry or you're from my channel. There's that. On hold with the front desk because my AC and the temperature in the room is actually getting warmer. It is so warm in here. I understand it's a new hotel, but come on. All plugged in, and the temperature is ridiculous in here. It's 75 degrees right now. But the temperature's been set at 65 since about 20 after 11 today. They came out, said they fixed it. It's still pretty warm. All right, let's see what happens. So, once again, this is me on hold. They want to change my room again. This will be the third different room I've had. All because the AC doesn't work. So, let me just show you. Uh-huh.
Perfect. So yeah, I just spoke to my engineering team as well, and they did inform me that the ACs that are in the rooms, they have this energy efficiency feature, where if nobody has been in the room for like 2 hours, they automatically shut off. So they recommend waiting about 45 to an hour for the room to acclimate and for the AC to start cooling down.
Okay.
So if you didn't want to pack your belongings and get you a room move, if you want to, we can wait about 45 minutes. If you're still having those issues, then we can go ahead and proceed into room moves, because we do have some corner rooms that we can potentially move into.
Okay, so I'm going to be in the room now for the next hour. Let's see what happens, and then I will call you guys back if it doesn't cool down.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do that.
Okay.
Like I said, we do have those corner rooms
Yep.
in case we need to move you.
I totally understand the whole energy saving thing. So if that's the case, that's great. If not, then I'll just give you guys a shout back.
Perfect. No worries. So
All right.
We'll be looking for it.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Anything else we can help you?
Nope, that'll do it.
Perfect. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay. I literally just started packing my stuff because the guy's like, we can move you to another room. All right, so let's see what happens. It's 75 degrees right now. People are like, what? I'm from Florida. I love the cold. Plus I have some heart issues. And right now it's almost 10 to 4. Let's see what happens if it goes down. All right, stay tuned. All right. Technically, I'm in my third room of the day. I will say they've taken care of me. I understand stuff is new. I moved rooms. This one has AC. Let's see if it works. It feels cool and it's blowing. But yeah, so there's this and there's that. And here we go. Basically, same corner room. It's got a little bit different of a view. Bum, 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 because we can see Stella Nova from here, which is kind of cool. That's that huge pool deck. All right, let's see what happens. Here we go. All right, so you may notice this morning after is not actually the morning after. I had to leave really early in the morning from Terra Luna for a couple of different reasons. The main reason being, I was in a rush to get back because our granddaughter is staying with us and needed to get back to help and assist with that. And also, I just kind of was a little bit, I don't know, over it a little bit. So don't get me wrong, Terra Luna is going to be a great hotel for what it is, which is a prime value resort, right? It's like Stella Nova, the new one. Terra Luna is basically similar to it. It's kind of flipped differently. The colors are much better at Terra Luna. It's a beautiful place. The employees are great. I love the openness that feels a little bit different in the bar area. I think it feels great in the food court area, a little bit much better in my opinion than Stella Nova. I think the pool area is fantastic both during the day and at night. I mean, the pool is the biggest thing for me, is because of the fact that it's a nice big round pool with a hot tub attached right there also, but also that the chairs go all the way around it in 360-degree fashion. You can sit anywhere around that pool and you feel like you're actually near the pool. Where at Stella Luna, man, the pool chairs went on for days and it felt like you were 400 miles from the pool if you were sitting back there. The bar areas inside and outside are great. I think the brightness of the lobby, the colors, the ceiling, perfect. No complaints. Where I have issues is it's a brand new hotel. And I get it. There's going to be some problems. But nowhere on the website does it state, hey, if you stay with us, this might really stink, or your air might not work, or your lights may go off every 30 seconds, because that's exactly what happened. There were a lot of vloggers that vlogged reviews and stuff about the hotel. They didn't even stay. They were there for maybe 10 minutes, filmed a little bit. No, I shouldn't say 10 minutes. That's wrong. They were there for less than an hour, let's say. Filmed the outside, left, and full honest review. Really? That'd be like, I don't own a Tesla. That'd be like me giving a Tesla review on how it drove, and I don't even own one and have never driven one. So, with that said, there were issues. So let's start. I had 3 different rooms because I had 3 different problems. Well, kind of related problems. It all started with, first I got the wrong room. Then the second room, the lights were going off, and other vloggers had this issue too. The lights were just going off like every 30 seconds. They couldn't stay on for a minute without blink, they're going off. Call up, they come out. Here's the fix. The guy's like, well, it takes a while to reprogram. He gets on his ladder, pops the thing, and cuts the cable that controls the sensor in the ceiling, which controls all the lights and the AC. So what happens then? If the AC does not detect movement in the room for 2 hours, it shuts off. Well, it couldn't detect anything because the guy cut the wires, so the AC couldn't work. Well, they kept telling me, well, just wait a little while. We're going to send somebody up. They'd send somebody up, claimed they fixed it. You should have saw they pulled the vent out. This is a brand new hotel. The guy's like, oh, this is why it doesn't work. The filter in the vent of the AC pulls it out. It's just covered with construction crud. Like, it is white, and he's like, this should be bright blue. Grabs another one, brings it out. Yep, the new one's bright blue, but there was that much dust in there, that much debris. He's like, this will fix it. Never did. Switched rooms again. So what wound up happening is this whole process took a couple hours between, they told me to wait in the room, so I would wait in the room, and then it didn't work. So then I had to go down to the lobby. They had to find me another room, switch my stuff, bring all my stuff back. long story short, by the time it was dinner time, I was hot and a little bit over it. So I went to City Walk and had dinner, had a great dinner, had a steak dinner at whatever the firewood or whatever it's called. I don't even remember. And then I came back, had one cocktail at the bar, which was a good cocktail, had old fashioned. The people at the bar were great. It was pretty quiet, which was a nice kind of quiet. And then I went up to the room, went to bed, got up early, filmed a little bit more because of the stuff that I missed. I filmed some great shots of the pool at night, which is fantastic. It really is beautiful out there. The way they did the lighting, the way they have like Edison lighting around the outside. Caught a little bit of the fitness center from the outside, which is just like the fitness center that is over at Stella Nova, so you don't miss anything there. So problems aside, let me give you my comparisons and my thoughts having stayed at both. I've stayed at Stella Nova twice now. This is, of course, the first time I've ever been at Terra Luna. It's brand new, just opened. So key is they're both kind of the same. They're both going to have the same issues. Very small food court at both locations. So when the 750 room hotel is at capacity, I can see where there's issues at times with seating for dinner, which was a problem at Stella Nova. The rooms, they're basically the same exact layout. I had a corner room this time, which is pretty cool. It's a different layout, but they're the same rooms. Only the rooms here at Terra Nova are better, in my opinion. They look beautiful inside. I love the planet, I should say, above the headboard and the lighting. And it's just same layout. It's just a little things like that, a little bit different with the colors and stuff. So I like that. Where Stella Nova has its advantage, in my opinion, if I'm going to stay at either one for Epic Universe, is Stella Nova, you can get up whenever you want and walk over to Epic Universe. At Terra Luna, you have to wait for a bus. There is no walkway to go over to Epic Universe, and there probably never will be. That's what I'm told. Right now, definitely not, and probably never will be just because of its location and Kirkman Road and a whole bunch of issues and things like that. But currently, so you can get up at Stella Nova. If you want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, nothing stopping you and walk across and rope drop something or get in super early as soon as it opens, get in line before it opens. You can do that. At Terra Luna, not so much. You have to wait till they start running buses, which they haven't said when that's going to be. So if the park early admission, let's say, is 8:30 in the morning, they might start the buses at 8. And by the time you get there, maybe all the people from Stella Nova are already in line. You follow me? So, cast and crew, I give the edge here to Terra Luna. The cast and crew there they were all awesome. Like, helped me out with the room problems. The bartenders were super nice. They were fast. They talked it up. Oh, it was good. I mean, I have no complaints from the pool bar guys out there to the two gentlemen that were working the bar that night for the one drink. But they were talking to everybody, talking to me. Stella Nova, I think it's kind of hard to give that the crew to judge that because it was so busy and it was so crazy for opening day. I mean, they had that place packed with vloggers and the bar was just swamped and there was only two bartenders back there. So staffing was a bit of an issue. So they really didn't have time to show their best. But I know that they have a good cast and crew over there too, because when I went back 3 weeks later or 2 weeks after they opened to check it out and reassess, they were very talkative. I had good conversations with the bartenders outside, as well as the bartenders inside, as well as some of the people, making the food in the food court. So again, but as far as I think this time for opening, I can only judge opening to opening because Terra Luna's brand new. Cast and crew went above and beyond for this. Yeah, so I think it's going to be good. It's just not, I don't think it's right for everybody again right now. I think you got to let them fix everything. And that could take a little while, to be honest with you, because I wasn't the only one that had problems with the AC and problems with the lights and things like that. And I think the problem with the AC in the rooms was twofold. Number one, that filter was horrible. they must have been running it while they were still doing construction in there. And then nobody decided to change any of the filters, which is a huge problem. And the second was the guy cutting the wire in the big sensor in the ceiling, which operates the lights as well as the AC. So there it is. I think it's going to be fine. This isn't a, oh no, this place stinks. And this isn't a, oh man, go out tomorrow and stay there next week. Because it is difficult to get during the Epic Universe opening. I've been checking just because that's what I do. I like to see what's going on and see who's staying where and what has availability. And right now, you can stay at Stella Nova. You can't stay at Terra Luna. I don't know if it's because of the way they've marketed it or the way they're pushing it or whatever, but that's just the way it is. All right. So again, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. We're really doing good. Our videos are going up, 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 and we've got some incredible things coming up. We are going to do a Disney cruise in a week and a half out of Fort Lauderdale. We are doing the Treasure this year. We are doing the Destiny, Disney Destiny, when that comes out. We are also doing the Star of the Seas, the new Icon ship in August. We are doing a preview sailing before it actually is open for the inaugural sailing, which is going to be really cool because we love Icon class ships, and I think you guys will love it too. So again, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.